social distance measuring and all, right? Wearing mask, do not come out in social places and all. Okay. In our last class, what we have completed, students, till friction, right? In friction, how friction generates heat. Up to that part we have completed. Now in this class, we will basically read about increasing and decreasing friction as well as drag. What is drag? What is increasing and decreasing in friction? These all things we will read in this particular class. First question is, how to reduce friction? It is due to dust rising, students. Okay. So how to reduce friction? It's a not easy process are there, right? Okay. Let us go in a fascinating way. Here is a simple example given in your activity number 7. Take a spoon and hold its head, which is the broader portion, okay, in the left hand, and hold the mid portion of the spoon in the right hand and pull it towards the other end of the spoon. What do you notice? The broader part, there you will hold with left hand. The narrow part at the middle of you will hold with right hand. Now just pull it to the end. What we will observe. Now dip your right hand finger in water and do it again and said about. Now what is saying? Now you have to pull it. Okay, you need to pull it. What you will observe in the first condition? You will see this finger won't move. This finger is moving. Okay, and simply what? Your hand, like your right finger will catch the entire spoon in your hand, but left finger will not, like it will not have any of the spoon within you. But in next program, what is saying? Now dip it the fingers in water. Little water you hold, then do the same process. Right one. You have to dip your right hand in the water and you have to follow the same process. What will happen, students? The hand you dipped inside the water, that will slip. And left side will win. Left side will catch the entire what? Your spoon. Why is this so? Your water reduced friction between your right hand as well as the spoon, right? Yes? Okay. So this is one single way by providing liquid between two surfaces, we can decrease the what? Friction. So here what exactly the liquid done? As I already said, the surfaces may look regular or plain, but they have some fine interlockings in between them. Okay, like that. Right? Our hand suppose is like that. If you are placing liquid in between, liquid is uniform, students. Liquid is uniform. So it won't create any problem and it will reduce the entire friction and your hand will slip easily. Your hand will slip easily. Are you getting? Okay. Friction can be advantageous in some cases and disadvantage in other cases. You will find that friction is more in the latter case. Therefore, in our upcoming case, students, let us take example of our bike or shoes, the running shoes, which we are used to, we prefer for running and all. There you can see the shoe as well as the tire will have broader soles, broader cuts in between them. Okay. There are grooves, which you call grooves. If it is a normal boot, okay, suppose a normal boot you are wearing, the grooves, this is what we people prefer, right? Why we prefer grooves? Because it will give us a good grip upon the ground. You can see football players, what they are wearing? They are wearing a kind of boot where spikes are there, right? Is it there or not? Yes, you can see Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. I hope you all are fan of them, right? What kind of shoes they are wearing? They are wearing shoes which are having spikes, spokes in it, so that they will get better grip upon the ground. And you have to comment what is that boot called. Okay? lot of stuff while driving bike and all. If the groups of the tires are totally degraded, then the bike will slip. What we need to do? A bike may get punctured, right? So what we need to do in that case? We need to change our tire again. If tire is worn off, we need to change our tire again and again so that the bike will run smoothly. So students, at most of the cases, your friction is very useful, and in some cases, and most of the cases, it is not useful as well. Take the same example of bike as well as car. After driving, you can see the engine part is getting what? Hot. It's getting hot, right? Why? Engine is something, students, where this kind of block will be there and another kind of block will be there. It is run by this. So they both are what? Continuously rubbing each other, creating intense amount of heat, enormous amount of heat. If you won't use diesel or your engine oil, then this engine can be seized, right? It should need proper maintenance and all, a lot of stuff are there. So friction is a big headache for a lot of stuff in the bike also, in bike as well as in car or in truck. It is a big problem. But although it is a necessity, it is a necessary stuff for all of us. So here again another example we can take. Have you ever been played carrom board? Yes, you all played carrom board. While playing carrom board, what we are doing? First we are putting fine drops of powder, carrom powder or what, some amount of powder. Why are putting that? To make the surface slippery so that the slides, like the striker, will slide smoothly. That is why we are putting powder, right? If you won't put, what will happen? Nothing will happen. They may stuck. You won't get the smoothness. So it is another way of putting what? Like reducing friction. Okay. Students, mostly nowadays to reduce friction we use oil, grease, right? In your bicycle bearings you can see we are using what? Grease and oil. In bike also you can see black color liquid you can probably see. In trucks you can clearly visible that oil is there. So these are the stuff which are making these all things reduce, like the friction should be reduced and the bike should run smooth. But then again a revolutionary discovery came up which reduced friction a lot. That is what? Circle. That is what, students? Circle. We have read already rolling friction, right? Wheels. Wheels are created to reduce friction on the road, and ball bearings are created to reduce friction in what? Engines. You know ball bearings, all of you. Ball bearings, small ball bearings are there, no? In bicycle part and all, small ball bearings are there. Why they all are placed? They all are placed there to reduce considerable amount of friction and it should run smoothly. Okay? Okay. Next, understanding the principle of ball bearing. How can you understand the principle of ball bearing? See, let me hold two plates. Okay? Here he has said two lids or two plates we will hold like that. Okay, we will hold two plates like that. Now I will try to slide. It won't slide, students. Now let me do. Let me put one chalk. It is a rolling type. It is a wheel type. See, it fallen down. Sorry. Again, we will put it over there. Now just keep it over there. See, it can slide, right? Easily. But before we are unable to do that. Why? Because here the wheel itself reduces a lot of amount of friction because the area of contact is very much less, right? Okay. Next, students, fluid friction. I hope till now you people have understood. Now we'll go for fluid friction. Fluid friction. Fluid friction's alternative name is called drag. Okay. The name itself suggests fluid friction. a matter which can flow applies friction is called fluid friction. Where we can find it out? Suppose in a glass you have placed some sugar cubes and you will try to stir it. You will try to stir it. When continuous stirring you people are doing, what you can observe that they are moving so fast. You can see a whirlpool over there, like a tornado shape you can see. This kind of shape you can observe inside a glass, right? Yes. Students, after some point what will happen? If you stop stirring it, you will see the tornado, like the whirlpool will be slowing down, slowing down. A point will come where you can see that it will stop continuously. It will stop. Yes, the water will be stable again. Water will be stable again. Why? Why? Because of friction. Because of friction. I am asking time little bit. What is time? Okay. So students, here what will happen? Sorry for this, students. Here what will happen? You can see after some point it will stop. Who will stop? The whirlpool will stop. The water whirlpool will stop. Why it stopped? Because friction. Now question is, between whom and whom this friction has taken place? Between the water as well as the surface of the glass. Between water as well as the surface of the glass. Right? This is what the two objects, they both have collided with each other and friction generated. And due to that friction, the momentum, the whirlpool momentum has been stopped. Not only water, students, but also air produces friction. Not only water, but also air produces friction, and that is also called as drag. How? Have you ever experienced those things? Yes, you can experience those things. Now do one thing, just put a huge seat, okay, a paper seat or a big seat, and try to run by holding it. What will happen? Either you may go back, you may get in a resistance, or what will happen? It may break. Why? Because wind is also having its own force, and if it collides with you, it is providing a friction. It is providing friction. And you have to know, students, rivers, they are flowing, right? While flowing also, they are cutting the mountains, right? They are cutting the mountains, they are creating valleys, they are creating slopes. This is all due to friction, okay? And we will call it drag. In case of liquid and all, we will call it drag. What are the factors influencing the fluid friction? Now, how can be a fluid friction, that is drag, more effective or least effective? The thing is, we need to make it least effective. How? See, what is the shape of a ship? I am talking about ship moving in an ocean. What is the shape of the ship? You can say triangular point, right? What is the shape of the aeroplane? The same. You can find out. See, when we talk about ship, same shape will come. Here what will happen? You can see the shape will be triangular pointed, and here slowly it will go down, like the slope will come like that, the pointing part. What about the aeroplane? You can see this kind of thing will come. The same goes for bullet train as well. Right, students? The same goes for bullet train. What about our car? Like that you can see. Why they all are creating these kind of aerodynamic shapes? What about birds, students? You might have seen bird, right? Birds pointing, right? The portion started with pointing part, then it is what? Growing a little bit, and again it is going like that. Why the pointing shape it is coming out? To reduce fluid friction. Whatever will be the object, if it is going, if air comes, how it will go? It will split in two. Here also the water will split in two. Half here, half this side. The car, the air will come, it will go up. It won't give us direct amount of resistance. This is the main reason we are creating all our shape, streamlined shape. Which shape, students? streamlined shape. What exactly do you mean by streamlined shape? A broader thing coming and joining at a common point. Okay, basically a triangular point. That is called a streamlined point. Each and every object which you can see, those who are moving inside water or those who are flying, they all will have streamlined shape like bird, right? So yes, you might have seen the similarities between a bird as well as aeroplane as well, right? They both are having wings, they both are having tail, okay, and their facial part are quite pointed. So everything is quite equal. So from here we can conclude that a broader shape will increase drag and a streamlined shape will decrease drag too much. So this is the end of our lesson, students. Some keywords are there: friction, static force, sliding friction, lubricants, rolling friction, ball bearings, drag as well as fluid friction. These are all things you need to read the entire chapter. You need to write it down what are these keywords and definitions for it. So this is the end of our session. In our next class we will meet, I'll try to solve most of your questions and answers for you all guys. Until then, bye.